shows a little bit of solder ball on the left. So I'm not happy with how this is working. I'd like to see more movement, so I'm going to guess that this chip isn't going to go on well because there's just too much. See, like right there, there's going to be a little bit of a dirt spot that he can't overcome. So I'm going to poke him.
See if he like bounces or
what?
And see if he kind of like bounces or?
No, I can't do that. I'll have to start over. I'm just seeing whether or not it's a heat problem or a... There he went. See, there's something right there that was hard for him to jump. Poke, poke. So that was a really horrible example of putting a chip on. We'll see whether or not it's okay or not. Alright, let's examine the balls under the chip. Seems okay. Okay, so this is so damaged, I'm very worried about it tearing. So I'm going to stick a cap and diode on there, and then you guys are going to do the coil. Let's see what happens. New cap. Mark, is it the 30 or the 20 volt diode for the 6S?
6S is 30.
Okay.
Hold on.
Did you take off that cap, Chase?
Yeah, I replaced it and I brought it back up to value, but it's still pulling.
Why'd you replace it instead of leave it off? That's a variable. So what happened when you took it off? You took it off and then what? You took it off and then what was your diode mode reading on that line?
I didn't read it until I put it on.
Why is that a bad idea? Well, because it's a variable. Turn your station off and turn your station off. It's a variable, and so you want to eliminate variables to try to get to a solution. There's no point in putting back a cap and wasting a $1 cap if you aren't going to ultimately solve that phone. And then when you do that soldering, how do you know you didn't make some kind of micro bridge to ground or something like that? It's just a variable. So take that back off and then measure it and see what your diode mode reading is on that line. Alright, so let's do this. We're going to stick the quarter back on here and make these guys sit down, even though they're going to be tempted to just float away. We're going to try not to let them. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop it. Okay. Alright, now you guys can place the coil with the iron and then we'll test, okay? Alright, let's find you a coil. So when I change these coils, I use a different style coil that fits on there better.
And we're doing this for that big coil, right?
Yeah, the big coil. Which I gotta find. Alright, here's your board. It's hot, so it's really hot. Grab it by the okay?
My fault for not confirming.
Okay. And here's the coil.
I'm checking this coil. The way I'm doing that is, you can see here that those two tabs talk to each other, right? So I'm putting one probe here because I can't get in there. Right? So the other tab,
You won't, I do things like that if you damaged it, it would be easier to copy. There's nothing you can do to that.
back over here.
Don't worry about it. I wouldn't give you anything, I wouldn't give you guys a job that I.
Now it's open line. So
Right, what's the problem?
it's not the backlog driver. That's the point, and that's my bad. Trusting you guys that you tested the coil. So before I put that driver. So what do you think? Coil? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So now.
No way.
Yeah.
What's that?
I trusted them that they tested the coil and it was good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Backlight driver did have underfill, it just wasn't coming out at all.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was nothing wrong under backlight driver and just that coil.
Yeah.
Mark, you should know better, Mark.
I know.
Don't you trust
I know.
on the first day, okay? Yeah.
Since you got another backlight driver.
Well, that backlight driver, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, recall that backlight driver. That's a penalty. Yeah, that's exactly right. For, yeah, that's a great idea. Recall that backlight driver.
Where did he fail here?
Would you do that one with balls? I would definitely do that one with balls. I would never use a stencil on that tiny thing.
I would totally use a stencil.
That is insane.
So weird.
Oh my god. It's 12 balls.
Would you do it manually? Or
So I ordered a whole
Wait,
set
12
of
balls out?
much easier.
round rolls and
We should race.
small enough.
Alright.
Who can make a better backlight driver with more even balls?
No.
In
Who can make a functional backlight driver in the least amount of time?
What do you use? Paste or?
Paste. Yeah.
He uses balls.
This was the problem?
And I ordered a whole big set of the pre-made solder balls, and I didn't get any that were small enough for some chips.
No, this is
and
Coil.
it was like the next size bigger, so I can't use any of them.
This is vast. That's the problem. This is not only garbage, like fake Amtech, but it's also hard to use.
Is it?
What?
Yeah, it's like you have to push really
Where'd that
hard to
come
get
from?
it. It came from eBay, I'm guessing.
But where did it, like, literally
Oh,
come
I don't
from?
know,
Like,
like-
how do we have that?
Fake Amtech
It was in her box.
Oh, yeah.
This side is easy to make.
Hmm? Yeah, yeah, one of it, yeah.
You wanna save this for your special projects?
I am tired of saving things for my special products.
Should I just toss it then?
In fact, that's probably where that came from, because this doesn't live here, and it probably is my special project one. Save the plunger, because we're down, I don't have a plunger for that one. Ugh. Alright, never mind, just throw the whole thing away, fuck it.
Doesn't matter what your direction is.
No. Flux, you gotta have plenty of flux on it. Alright, so Mark, where's this partial board? Is it this one?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, so that was like 214, and looks like it's mostly backside. I
Okay.
didn't pull the sticker and stuff to really give it a
Okay.
good look.
Alright.
I've ordered a micro pencil first.
For what?
I have to
Yeah.
add a tiny little amount to the tray so I can build a jumper.
I don't know, Mark. I would say no. I'm gonna say no. It's a bad idea.
You got the one side of the hot tweezers.
Yeah.
Small enough.
No, pero lo estamos midiendo dial con dial.
Come on, I'm not gonna mess them up.
No, you're gonna mess your board up.
Where are you running a jumper?
It's between the glass diode that trace, it severed between the pad. Yeah.
check. The micro pencil.
Check the coil.
Siempre se mide el diode mode.
Yes.
Ese fue el problema que
Oh.
quizás no lo tenía en diode mode y no fue cada uno de
Ew, what's that?
This is a liquid damaged phone.
No,
Sí, pero de este para este midieron continuidad.
Él está
Sí.
diciendo que lo tenía en continuidad.
Pero para es esta línea que está
Sí.
bien, pero no a través de la línea.
Alright, so we are gonna move on to do one kind of all together with our last
Está
bit
bien, porque esto va contigo.
in a minute or two.
Lo que ellos probaron es desde acá, va por acá y va por acá. Entonces prueba esto. ¿Me explico? Está probando el coil.
Sí, para su PCC.
Entonces, para saber si esto funciona, acá tiene que haber continuidad con este. Porque el camino va de acá, pasa por acá y viene por acá.
Exacto, ahí va PCC main de ese lado.
Entonces tiene que haber continuidad ahí. Como no hay continuidad entre este punto y este punto, esto está mal.
Do you understand them better than me?
So, aquel lado es para el PCC y acá se convierte al backlight.
Yes.
So what he tested was, what we tested and said was good was here to here.
That's where you put your probes here and here?
Yeah.
Right. So,
And that will continue.
right. I want you to understand why that did not test the coil. Do you see?
Because no, not the 2 points.
Right.
Yeah, but the powers.
All of this.
Here, look
red
at that board
is
over there. Look,
connected.
look. Mark, go show those 2 coil pads. They're getting ready to put a coil on this one. Look at how the coil is gonna go. Yeah. See the new coil?
Yeah.
Look at it on the side. See if you can tip it up so we can see the side. Like the side, you know? Like the Oreo filling. Okay.
Other
Flip
side.
it, close. Rotate it, like bend
You,
it down.
you can only get it wrong once more, and then
Yeah.
you'll have to get it right.
Covered everybody. Alright, yeah! Okay, so there's the coil wire. Now look, this is the pad, the solder pad. See the wire?
Yeah.
And then it goes in, around and around and around.
Uh-huh.
And then turn it down. And then around and around it comes out. Yeah, there we go, yeah! The other side. Okay? So the coil has 1 foot, around and around and around, and the other foot. So in order to say is the coil working, you have to go from one pad to the other.
But since I didn't have access to one side, we.
Right, so,
That-
but what I want you to understand is,
Yeah,
I'm
if you're
looking
having
at
trouble,
this,
if it doesn't.
the things that are highlighted there show you
Right.
things that even if there were no components on the board, you probe those pads, they would be, because they're all connected. Right, so when you probe here and here, it doesn't tell you anything about this guy or anything. It's that strip of copper right there is connecting them all. So even if they were off the board and both of them bad because they're not on the board, you would
There's a
still
trace.
get a beat.
Right.
So the problem was, we needed to probe from here to here, which you can't do because there's not enough room.
Right.
Right, so my solution to that is, because this is VCC main, and all points of VCC main are connected, I looked to find another close by point. So now I'm testing from here, VCC main connects through copper through the board to this side of the coil. My other probe here connects to this side of the coil, so then.
So you tested here to here.
Right, yeah, I use these 2 points, but really
They
what
go
I'm
around.
testing is through the coil.
So you're testing the whole circuit.
The circuit is.
Oh, you should have just beyond.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Did it
So that-
beep?
No, it's fine.
No.
That's where you guys went wrong. You thought you tested the coil.
Now, just to answer this, because you're saying that it has to be in diode mode. So if I test from here to here, it doesn't have to be diode.
No.
Diode mode just for this guy. itself.
Yeah, diode.
Diode itself,
diode
you
both.
use diode mode.
Yeah.
Not, we try continuity. That's why you gotta use D.
Yeah, continuity won't tell you on if a diode is good. Continuity only tells you if you have very low resistance between point A and point B.
Okay, now we have to
That's plenty.
take out the coil.
Now I don't think it's,
Yes, you're gonna have to remove the coil, you're also going to have to
recall the driver.
clean it first, revolve the
and then
driver,
put it like that.
and take away that underfill and clean up the balls that are there. So probably not the best project for 547 Tuesday.
No, this is tomorrow. Alright guys, we just got ourselves into a bigger mess. That's all.
It's a customer of mine. This phone.
Hey,
Oh, is this yours?
Yeah.
What's it? Daniels just called and said that we're live streaming.
Right now, there's no possibility. You can tell him, I'm sorry, I brought you the best. No fix.
How long
You
have
know,
you been
no
streaming?
good.
Yes.
That's it.
So,
No, we got it.
Really?
yes.
Okay.
We
Stop streaming. Okay.
Thank you.
Wait, is that even true? We need a camera.
16 minutes.
It's just been the
Paul Daniels had to call us from fucking Australia to tell us to shut the fuck up.
Wow. Or did you
I
stop
wonder if
it?
anybody learned anything.
Is it still
No,
on?
no, I want to see.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
How long was it?
I have no idea.
It's named the same thing. That's the
Wow,
last
look at
one.
that. Oh my
it's
god.
The other side, doesn't matter.
Why didn't anybody figure out? Did anybody help these guys? Let's see if anybody figured out your coil shit. Let's see. She's doing a 6S backlight job. It's always the coil. Yeah, we're on two different coil jobs. That's really funny.
Where is the cam?
It's the microscope camera right now.
No?
Is this one of the school classes? That's really funny. Do they know they're alive? Nope. Oh my gosh. I wonder, has Jessica accidentally bum live stream? That's really funny. I think it's cool they do not know they're on there. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Wow.
That is really funny.
Is it still going?
Yeah, right now I didn't hit stop.
Oh wow.
This has happened
Okay.
too many
Thanks,
times
Paul.
in life.
That was
Thanks, Paul.
very
You're
nice
the
of you.
best. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Is this one of the school classes? Someone send her a text to let her know. Jessa is streaming quite early today. Yeah, that's right. Butt streamed. Accidental since the time of the stream was saying Jessa butt streamed us. Behind the scene lowdown. Somebody downvoted this. Yes, we have a lot of downvoters. That's really funny. I made a call to let them know. That's funny. I think we should at least turn the camera on. It's the best stream ever. That's really funny. Why didn't you guys help these students figure out that they weren't actually measuring the coil? Here, I'm gonna stick this camera on. Just to let them say hi. That's like Sunday's worst nightmare. Of all the people for Sunday to get a call.
What's your worst nightmare?
That of accidentally live streaming or something like that. Personally, I couldn't. Alright, switch that to camera one.
Wait, the OBX?
I need to use the JVC real quick, cycle. You don't have that really tiny
Say
bit.
hi, everybody. You've been on YouTube for like 15 or 20 minutes. Yeah, how's it going?
Alright,
Everybody
so
fixed
you
their six
understand everything
backlight or
about-
whatever?
Yeah. Good?
Yeah.
No?
You don't have that really small bent tip, do you? That really tiny one? Just float this all in real good. It's kind of hard to get the tweezers all the way down in there to get the cap on real good. Just kind of barely.
Yeah, just,
Well,
you
I
can
mean,
use the
if
JVC for
I'm-
that.
Oh,
Put a
I'm
quarter
gonna
quarter
do something,
on your
you know,
spot.
it's the way I'm describing it.
Yeah.
You don't have that really tiny one, though?
I only use that one.
My only confusion was that
This is not live. I think I just
wherever a
pressed it.
dial was.
Did what?
In the actual pad
coil?
where you're.
You broke the coil?
Oh,
I just broke the camera. Close enough.
Yeah, I remember how you said
I wrote on my notes.
you really won't ever knock a coil off. Well, he did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Diode mode we use for measuring
See if it
diodes.
works.
Just both sides of the diode.
That's fine, we don't need that.
For
Fine,
measuring
it's fine.
short to ground.
Alright,
So if
we
you
are
think a
going
line
to
is
hit
short to ground,
done
you
streaming.
can use
Hopefully everybody got a
continuity
nice
to test that.
little
And
taste
if
of
it has
life
a very
here at
low
Practical
resistance
Board
to
Repairs.
ground in the, like a full short, you'll get a beep. But sometimes the resistance will be 101 ohms instead of 100, and then you won't get a beep.
Alright,
But if you're
I gotta-
using diode mode, you'll see that you get a much lower reading
Let's
than
make this go
a
away.
good.
Yeah, I think there were solder already right here.
Yeah. Alright, bye everybody, we're done.